I'm Luke O'Rourke. I'm the men's basketball reporter for The Post. I'm alongside Andrew Gillis. He's the assistant sports editor. And Toledo beats Ohio 79-76 tonight. For Ohio, Jason Carter had 20 points and 7 rebounds. I don't know, Gillis, what were your takes from tonight?
I think the big thing was defense for the Bobcats. I mean, you look at the scoring sheet. I mean, good Lord, Jason Carter had 20. I think Simmons had 17.
Right.
And a couple of the key contributions everywhere, but they from on the Bobcats roster, but they touched on it in the post-game presser. Their defense was just not there tonight. They allowed 45 second half points to Toledo. Toledo really played well in the second half, and they really turned it on, especially down low. They had 46 points in the paint. Just really wasn't a strong second half of the Bobcats, who didn't finish as well as they could have.
Right, and the Rockets had 4 players with double-digit points, including Steve Taylor Jr. with 25 and Jonathan Williams, who averages 21 points in a game for the Rockets with 15. And you kind of hit on it tonight. The defense was obviously a big thing. You saw kind of weak side help not always coming about, and it looked like 13 offensive rebounds really kind of killed the Bobcats in the end.
And I think the big thing to touch on, sorry to cut you off right there, but I think the thing is, Jason Carter, there's not going to be as big of a drop-off as most people may have feared, most people may have thought when because you see Antonio Campbell out for the year, you see, you're thinking, oh no, the season's over, oh no, we'll just plan for next year at that point. Well, Jason Carter's come in the past couple of games, and he's had a couple really strong performances down low.
Right.
But I think the thing that did the Bobcats in tonight was their defense, and that's exactly what they have to prevent, because with Campbell out of the lineup, you do lose something on offense, but I think you lose something on defense as well.
Right.
And I think that's the part that nobody's talking about right now. The Bobcats are going to have to figure out a way to play better defense down the stretch, because they can still score. I mean, they scored 76 points tonight, and if you had told Coach Saul Phillips before the game tonight, hey, you're going to score 76 points, I guarantee you he would have taken that. He just didn't think they were going to allow more than 77.
Yeah, I mean, and in the post-game presser, Phillips mentioned this was a lesson for his bigs, and it really is. Now with Campbell out, obviously the big news that was broken last week, the Bobcats are still kind of finding their identity, finding what really clicks on the offense and defensive end. Jaron Simmons had a double-double. He had 17 points and 10 assists. He's really stepped up his game since Campbell has come out. And I think moving forward, you're going to have to get more contributions from Dartis, from Kenny Kaminsky. Saul did mention how Kenny feels as a senior. Hey, this is my final year. I need to step up. But Phillips arguing, hey, you need to step back, relax, hit those shots that he's normally hits.
And I think you just hit on it right there. Kenny Kaminsky only had 5 points tonight. That's not going to fly in the future. They scored 76 points. So if you're getting contributions from anyone, it really doesn't matter who it's coming from.
Right.
But when Kenny Kaminsky only adds 5 points, Doug Taylor only adds 5 points, and that was the thing. Doug Taylor, I think, had 5 points and 5 rebounds at halftime. He didn't register a single point or a single rebound in the second half. That's something that's going to have to change for the Bobcats, because we just touched on the defense. I think Doug Taylor's a better defender than he is offensive player. I really don't think anybody can dispute that.
Right.
But I think the big thing for him moving forward, they're just going to have him essentially planted in the paint, play strong defense, rebound the ball, and just have him jump. And I think that's the biggest thing. Right. Because if the Bobcats everybody's kind of clicking, if you can get Jaron going, if you can get Dartis going, get Kaminsky going, they're going to be fine. And especially with the play of Jason Carter, who just showed he could score 20 points. Phillips he hinted that Carter tired late, that he said he thought he would get more rebounds if he didn't play such a grueling game. But he played Steve Taylor Jr. He had a really tough matchup tonight, really physical matchup that had to wear him down late.
Yeah, close to 30 minutes tonight for Carter. So.
Exactly, and I think that's the thing that is going to be is what we're going to talk about the next couple days, next couple weeks is going to be. It's almost at this point not how they're replacing Campbell, but how are the other guys stepping up, because like I said earlier, I think they can replace Campbell. I think they can replace his production. It's can the other guys step up.
Right.
So for us at The Post, I'm Andrew Gillis.
I'm
Luke
O'Rourke.
We'll have more from the...
Thanks for stealing my...
I gotta steal stuff. We'll have more from The Post, more videos, more written content. Charlie Hatch is hard at work with his game story right now. Read it on The Post website.